Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Carrie, and here on Caring with Carrie, we talk all things kids. Today we're going to be talking about my kid. I know I have kind of strayed away from doing my nanny kids. I've been giving them a break as far as putting them out there, just because there's been so much going on with this one, and I will get back to doing some more things with them probably once I'm back with them after my maternity leave, because that will be a whole new ball field to have 7 kids under 6. So today we are going to talk about what I'm putting in my hospital bag as a first-time mom. And just like my registry, I have tried to keep these bags minimalist and practical. And here's the thing, like, each hospital is going to provide different things. So I know that the hospital does provide a lot of things for you and for baby. However, this is a very small hospital we're going to, and obviously first baby, so I don't know what they would provide. And I don't even know that I could get like a list either. So first things first, this is baby's bag. It's just a little backpack. I have a portable sound machine on here. If you haven't watched my other videos, I don't plan to rely on this or use it unless it's a last resort, but I thought it would be kind of handy to have in the case that it is needed. I know that sometimes the hospital can be loud and just like have a bunch of people in and out, and I know that babies at the very beginning, especially of their life, they are not, I mean, you could literally make the loudest noise ever and they're still going to be asleep, so that's, that's fine. This may or may not be more for me. If I'm there overnight and I'm just needing like my brain to shut off or whatever. So I'm going to go through baby's bag first. I will say there are a few things in here that I kind of threw in as a just in case, which my minimalist brain wants to be like, no, only what you absolutely know you're gonna need. But again, it's new territory, and I know a lot of jokes are out there, and maybe they're not jokes, but I know there's a lot of people out there that are like, yeah, I never touched my hospital bag, and you don't need it for your baby or you'll have everything. So we'll see. That may just be a personality thing too, just because I know I at least want an outfit for a baby to go home in, right? Okay, so I do not plan on doing anything other than breastfeeding. I obviously will let Tyler be doing bottle feeds. I want him to do one in the middle of the night, and I want him to do the one when I get home from work every day, so he has 2 opportunities to bond with her. But for the most part, especially obviously the first few days, I am going to want to nurse and establish that connection, establish that latch, and me learning and all of that. However, if for some reason I need Tyler to give her a bottle and I just cannot with breastfeeding. I know a lot of people are like, oh no, you're nipple confusion and you're gonna mess them up, but I've actually heard more people say, more mamas be like, give the bottle to them earlier, because otherwise if you wait too long, they're just not gonna take a bottle and then you're stuck. And I have heard several mamas say day 2 we gave them a bottle and they've been fine taking one ever since. So I understand nipple confusion can be a real thing. I'm not, discounting that. But I also am going to trust in the fact that, my husband, we've been working on how to bottle feed appropriately, where he's only going to be giving milk to her 2 to 3 minutes, depending on how fast she's drinking, every 5 minutes. And then, burping her so she's not getting used to the faster flow, especially in the beginning with the thicker colostrum. And also switching sides in his arms as he's feeding her to help with association of switching sides on the breast. There's a lot that we have walked through and I believe we've educated ourselves on. All that to say, I have one bottle, which is just like the mason jar. I have the pump top, I have a manual pump, and then I have 2 lids for the jar with caps. So these are in bags because they've been sanitized and I don't want to touch them. So these are all pump parts and pacifiers. Pacifiers I don't know we're going to use right off the bat. I know they really can't hold it in their mouth in the beginning a lot of times, but I'm bringing them anyways, and I brought 3, but they're all like a tad different. I wanted to make sure I still got the kind that was bulbed at the end, so that it helps with that sucking reflex for the breast. You don't want to get ones that are flat for newborn. But these are all like slightly different bulbs, so I wanted to see if there was one she preferred if we need it. I threw an extra couple of outfits in here only because I didn't know like if she may just like get one dirty or need layers. Maybe it's gonna be colder that day, I don't know. But I definitely threw some extra stuff in here that I could go without. But I was like, I don't know what I'm going to want to put her in the hospital. So, I have this onesie. It's 0 to 3. And it has Charlotte Ann, has her name on it. Then I have this onesie, which is a newborn. And it has Baby Doe. So they're kind of similar size, but this is technically smaller. So I wanted to have a couple backups that were of different sizes. Because this one, I believe, is it 3 to 6 or 0 to 3? It is 0 to 3, but I'm bringing it because it's long sleeve. Plus, I figure if for some reason we are in the hospital when there's a Titans game going on, we're going to want a picture of her in something Titans. Just knowing me, my husband. And then I have little booties. These probably would just be for pictures, honestly. I know they're not exactly practical, but they're really, really cute and soft and warm. So I am also bringing socks, but I brought these booties for probably pictures. I did go ahead and pack nail clippers because I know that sometimes they are born with very sharp nails. And I'm not putting mittens on their face. I know my going home outfit has little things you can fold over, but their hands are their way to explore their mouth and start to self-soothe and all that. So yeah, I am going to try to just keep up with the nails versus mittens. I will say that she's definitely had her hands by her face the whole pregnancy. She may come out with scratches. Who knows? You know, I'm not really big on anything that's not neutral in color, but I am bringing a couple things that are kind of girly. I did, just because I don't know, like, you want to show that it's a girl. When they're first born, you can't tell, right? So I did pack a couple bows here. And then this one's kind of wild. It's really cute, but like I said, it's just not my thing. It's not neutral. But it's okay. So here's another bow that I'm bringing, like, just in case I want to be crazy and, you know, really go bold there. Then I'm bringing a wet dry bag because we do plan to go ahead and use cloth diapers right from the very beginning. I understand that she's going to have meconium poops, and they're going to be sticky and tarry and hard to get out of cloth diapers, but I'm also hoping that we can catch her meconium poops, so we'll get to that. But I do have my wet dry bag for clothes that get dirty and diapers. And then I don't know what kind of diaper is going to be best for her while we are there, as far as like what we put her in. I don't know what's going to be best. I know that because of the umbilical cord stump, she's going to have to like have kind of something where that's open more. So I don't know what's going to fit her, obviously, because I don't know how big she's going to be. But I am bringing one of these and some inserts to go inside in case this is going to be the best option for her. I am bringing the top hat potty because I may use it. I may use it when I'm feeding and set it underneath her. I may use it if I feel like she's going to go to the bathroom, like going to poop or whatever. I don't know if I'll be able to tell that right off the bat, who knows. But if I am, great. I can try to use this for those sticky meconium poos, because that would be a lot easier to clean out than something cloth. I do have a couple diapers for her that are specifically for newborns. They're 1-in-alls. They're like, you literally like throw this whole thing in the washer. You don't take it apart at all. But it folds down in the front there. So it's made for the umbilical cord stump. And I only have 2 of these. So I know that they like you to go through like so many diapers before you leave the hospital. Some hospitals do. So that is why I am bringing more than just these 2. So I've got a couple of these inserts, and then I've got this kind of insert. So again, I just don't know what is going to fit her best. So I just did one of everything of what I have. I am bringing one of these. It's a lot bigger, but I think this is the smallest size it goes down to. Anyways, this is already stuffed with an insert, so that's ready in case I think she can wear that. I have this for the burp cloth. It's like an actual burp cloth, but you know, it's really thin. I don't think she's going to be doing a ton of spitting up at this stage. Probably not until she's like on milk. But, you know, just in case. I need like something to wipe up. And then I'm bringing a couple cloth wipes for the same purpose. Just cleaning up. Bringing 1 swaddle. Tyler's cousin got this for us. Cute little deer, and it has her name Charlotte on it. It's one of the very few swaddles we have, but and if you know me, you know that I do not support full-on swaddling. And if you want to know more about that, you can follow me over on Instagram at Caring with Carrie. I go into more detail over there, but essentially I'm just going to bring this in case, like for pictures again, or in case she does get cold and I'm wanting to wrap her torso up some. Or very loose swaddling, okay? Very loose, just like it's around her, but it's not tight at all. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and bring the sleep sack. I figure she probably won't need it. Probably will be fine without it. And probably will be sleeping a lot on me and Tyler. But for the times that she is in that hospital bassinet and I feel like she needs something that would comfort her, I know that this little nested bean sleep sack would be our go-to. So we are bringing a sleep sack, and then the other 2 things of clothes I'm bringing. I don't think I have any other clothes outside of these are the last 2 things. This is a 0 to 6 month, which is like quite a big range, right? It's neutral, but it does have writing on it. Not my favorite, but it's fine. I literally am bringing it because of the size. Availability with the 0 to 6. And it says our greatest adventure. Gowns are really great for when they're itty bitty. Also, I'm bringing a 3 to 6 month outfit, which I know is kind of crazy, but this may be a big baby, especially if she's not wanting to come early and I'm allowed to go past 40 weeks. My nurse midwife does not want me to go past 39 weeks, but my body, my baby, God's timing. So unless she can prove to me the baby is safer out than in, we're going to be pushing forward. That being said, I don't know how big she's going to be. This is a 3 to 6 month gown. It has her name on it, and I don't know if you can see, but it's like a little fawn pattern on the wording, which is super cute. This is also from Tyler's cousin. So, let's see. I think I've only got a couple more things in this bag. I know that she won't need a ton. A lot of this stuff is like just in case, you know. But I'll know more for baby number 2 how much those just in cases matter, right? I didn't plan for a hospital birth to begin with, so. Okay, so we are bringing a GoPro. So this is all the GoPro stuff. And I'm bringing a GoPro because I want to capture her first cry on camera. You're not technically allowed to record, but if I plan, if you haven't seen my other videos, I plan on just like pointing at the ceiling and turning it on and just getting at least the sound of her first cry. So here are her little booties that I have in here for her feeties to be warm. For pictures, I am bringing a couple little discs. These are also from Tyler's cousin. This one says her name. This one says hello world, which is super cute. Oh, I do have more clothes in here, that's right. Okay. So in the event that she is born on Halloween, Tyler's brother, this used to be Tyler's brother. It's just so old. The brand is Play School. Okay, this is so cute though. Okay, it comes with an attached bib and it says Mom's Little Pumpkin. Like, hello. I just thought it was so funny that like this used to be his brother's, like when he was a baby. And I don't know, I just think it'd be so cute if she for some reason was born on Halloween. I kind of hope she comes before then, but you never know. This was the last thing. This is her actual coming home outfit. It is the very first outfit I ever bought for her, and I've always imagined our baby coming home in this outfit. It's so wrinkly. I may need to throw this in the dryer. But it is a very long little gown. And of course it's neutral. So cute. And it does come with a hat that you can like knot at the top. It looks really weird right now. You just like knot it at the top like you would with the gown. You would knot it at the bottom. So yeah, that is everything in baby Charlotte's bag. Which, there's still room in there if I absolutely needed something else. I don't think I'll need anything else. If you can think of something that I need for her, comment down below. But the hospital, I think, is going to provide a lot of other things. And I'm not opposed to her being in disposable diapers if she has to be. I love being able to have options and bring them. Actually, I think I have in my bag, just because it fit better in there, I think I have for her a pee mat. So it looks like this. My aunt got me these, which were so great. They are very large. I'm going to go ahead and unfold it all. They are huge. So on one side, they've got like terry cloth kind of stuff, and then the other side is just like print, maybe cotton, I don't know. But this is super helpful for going to the potty as well. She can potty on the mat. I can just hold her over the mat. And it's huge, which is perfect because you're not trying to worry about having her over a really small space. So if I have her where she's not wearing a diaper, I feel like she's hot, or I'm breastfeeding, or we're just staring at her, we have that option as well. But yeah, like I said, I'm not opposed completely to disposables. I would just like to not use them because they do not decompose. There's plastic in them. Plastic does not decompose, it just melts. Some diapers nowadays do decompose, like they have ones that are plant-based and stuff now. But even then, I'm sure there's plastic components. And you're still kind of wasting, creating a lot of trash. So even the plant-based ones are not going to decompose quickly. They're still probably going to take a while. So they're still taking up space in our landfills. It's just, I'm trying to be responsible parenting. Now, on to my bag. Hey guys, so it is the next day. It's just been a crazy past 24 hours. So I'll go ahead and talk about what's in my hospital bag, and then we will get into an update with little Miss Charlotte. There are a few things I have not put in here because they're like everyday things that I would use. But after yesterday, I probably will actually put some more things in here that are everyday use things. And if I need to take them out because I don't end up using them, or I need them before I end up using the bag. My brain is so mush right now. then you know, I'll just do that. Okay, so first things first, so here's that mat I was talking about. I do have it in here. Snacks, because yeah, I actually have like a whole bag here of other snacks, because I know that you can get really hungry during labor and after labor, and depending on what time of night it is, you may not be able to get food otherwise. So I just normally, okay, zero waste, I would not buy something like this, having that mindset, but it is just like a travel pack that kind of comes with everything that you would need toiletry wise. I just figure, like, because toiletries are something that you would pack last, like when you're about to go out the door, it's going to be easier mentally for me to know, like, hey, I have everything I actually need and I'm not going to forget anything. Like, this has like the toothbrush and shampoo and all that, which I know some hospitals provide those things anyways, but because this is my first time, I don't know what my hospital provides. So that's what we've got going there. I've got 2 reusable breast pads. I'm only bringing 2 just because I think the colostrum is a lot thicker. Usually you're not leaking colostrum like as crazy as you would with like regular, like when your milk comes in. So I'm thinking 2 of these is probably fine. Advil, because this is supposed to be an approved painkiller postpartum. So yeah, I'm trying not to do any meds for during the labor, but afterwards. I'm probably going to be taking medication just so I can be a little more sane. We all want that, don't we? Chapstick, this is one of the things that is like underrated, I've heard. A lot of times, like, moms don't think about this, but moms really want this. And it's because you're doing a lot of mouth breathing, and so your lips get super dry when you're in labor. So I brought some chapstick. I heard about these underwear from Delilah Lepke here on YouTube. She is like, swears by these whether you have a C-section or you have a vaginal birth. But they are like compression underwear. They're huge, but it's fine because nobody cares. And the hospital underwear they give you is huge too. So they at the top have compression. So obviously after a baby comes, like, everything's just kind of like loose and floating around in there trying to get back to the right spot. And so having something up here tight, that's supposed to feel really good and just like help. So I have a couple of these and I might end up getting more. So I got these, and I would put these over top of these, which are like, basically, these are so giant. I did not unfold these yet. Okay, so they are also, it seems like at the top they're a little bit like stretchy, and maybe like not quite compression, but you know, similar concept here. It's essentially depends, yeah, but I've heard that they are way better to use than the mesh undies with the humongous pads, because that's basically what this is. It's just all together. So that's what we're wearing, friends. We're wearing disposable underwear. It's fine. Okay, so I also have organic nipple butter. This is the Earth Mama Organics brand. I love this brand. I actually got their belly butter not too long ago, and it's so much better than that one belly butter that I showed y'all. That other belly butter I showed y'all actually ended up like staining shirts, and it wouldn't go into my skin. It would just kind of sit on top. It would never dry, yada yada. But this other one I found is organic, and anyways, it's been amazing. So Earth Mama Organics, check them out. I will link some of this stuff below if I remember. Not gonna lie, may not remember. We'll just hope I do. So this is the nipple butter, and I've heard amazing things about it. And I've also heard that like you want to apply this religiously, especially in the first few weeks, because that's when you're going to be the most sensitive. I also, from Earth Moment Organics, have a Herbal Perennial spray. This is going to be basically like your dermaplast that they would give you at the hospital, but like better because it's organic and herbal. So I actually have had this since I had like issues with infections down there, and it does really help. I have a tennis ball for counter pressure in case I need it. I've got, looks like I got some charge cords in here for things. Okay, if you have not heard of this method, there's a method called the comb method where, especially if you're going natural like I'm going to try to be doing, you squeeze onto a comb like this, and your brain focuses on this sensation instead of your contraction. So it can be like a way to cope through contractions. This is the Kindred Bravely Labor gown. It has buttons on the side here that come apart, like right where your neck is. And then down the middle, it's also Velcro. So at the top it's Velcro, and then it just like comes down. I'm sure that's hard to see. I will try to put like a picture from their website in here. But basically, it's designed to be easy on, easy off. And it's also designed for skin to skin immediately after birth. I know a lot of people say the disposable gowns they give you at the hospital are the best because if you get anything on it, you just toss it and get a new one. And then if, you know, I bleed on this, like, I'm probably going to want to take it off. And then I've got to wear the hospital ones anyways. So part of me is wondering, like, okay, do I wear this during labor? Or do I wear this after I have her and I'm just in the hospital chilling? I'm thinking that maybe more what I end up doing, just because this looks like it's so soft, it's really comfortable. It would be good for breastfeeding, it looks like. So I'm debating. We'll see kind of what I feel like doing when I get there. I'm also bringing a heating pad. I heard this really helps a lot, especially when your uterus is contracting to go back down to its normal size. This just like feels great on your uterus. So I'm bringing a heating pad. Another thing I've heard is bring socks, because I don't know if hospitals like really provide them. I guess some do, but having my own socks, I think that'll be nice. Definitely don't want to be walking around barefoot. I also plan, I have them in here. I'm bringing my slippers too for the same reason. And I might bring flip-flops for the shower, but I have a feeling that there's going to be some things I just don't care about at that point, and putting on flip-flops may or may not even cross my mind when I need to go take a shower, so I'm sure it'll be fine whatever I do. And I mean, it's a hospital, they probably clean them pretty well, you know. So yeah, socks, slippers, and then I got this. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I have a funny story with this where I was like trying to sanitize it and I boiled it, and it says do not boil on the box, but I didn't see it until too late. So these are like $15, worth it I'm sure, but it was just really sad that I did that to a $15 thing. So basically this is a peri bottle, and it's used for kind of you know, after the birth you need to not wipe down there because, you know, there's some trauma that's happened down there, so you don't really want to touch it. So this cleans, you know, any pee or poo up from down there without you having to wipe. So yeah, this is supposed to be like way better than the peri bottles they give you at the hospital. The peri bottles at the hospital are kind of like just this, except for it's not curved and it's straight up and down, and then it has like a pull up top that you just, it's just harder to get underneath there, I guess, from what I've heard. So this was one of those things where I was like, I'm sorry, I just wasted $15 on the first one, but it's going to be worth the money to spend the $15 again. So in here I've got a couple more passies, just because I don't know which one she's going to like. And anyways, it was just, I don't know what I'm doing. I have a boogie bulb in here too, because I know that like right after birth especially, they're gonna be like junky, so that will help my mama mind. I've got a breast milk bag in here. Don't think I'm going to be needing it or using it, but you know, you never know. I've got my Haka in here as well, so if for some reason my colostrum is coming out a tiny little bit and I want to save it while she's nursing on one side and I have the Haka on the other, then great. And then I've got, these are also from Freedom Mom. They're instant cold therapy plus absorbent pad in one, basically a double date for your V. So they're huge, right? But it looks like what you do is just like kind of pop it to get like the ice pack part of it going, and then take it out and stick it to your underwear or your underwear. So I'm gonna be like, so I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have then this, and then I'm gonna have those other underwear. I'll be layered up, be good to go. I will not be bleeding everywhere, hopefully. This was just, buying these was just easier than trying to make those padsicles. Don't know if it, like I know with the padsicles you use like aloe vera and all this good for you stuff. So I'm sure that they will have their cons as well in not having those things, but you know, I feel like I'm just gonna be in survival mode anyways. We will just see how this goes. And for baby number 2, if I'm like, I need to make my own padsicles, then I'll do that. So I also have, maybe this is the cord for the owlet, maybe, I don't even know. Oh no, I know what it is. It's for the portable, it's for the portable sound machine. Okay, probably should figure that out. Okay, so update on Charlotte. Yesterday we had our appointment, and every week we've been doing what's called a BPP appointment. If you haven't, or BPP ultrasound, if you haven't been following along, basically she has to, she has 30 minutes to breathe, practice breathing twice, move twice, have good fluid levels, and like she has to move her body twice and move an arm and leg twice. I think is how it goes. Well, little Miss did great on her movements, but then didn't want to practice her breathing. So we were there for a little while waiting on that. We go to our midwife for the next part of the appointment, and we tell her like, hey, you know, everything was looking good. She just took a little longer to do her breathing. And she said, well, the thing about BPP ultrasounds is you'll probably get to see this, but 24 to 72 hours before birth, your baby will stop practice breathing, and it's God/nature's way of protecting them from aspirating meconium poop. So we were like, okay, and she's like, yeah, at your next ultrasound, if you're still pregnant, by this time next week, you may see that she will not pass her test because you guys may be really close to labor. So we're like, okay, cool. And I told her, I said, yeah, even though I stopped taking Colace 3 to 4 days ago, I am having the runs so bad you would think I had taken castor oil or been on laxatives. And since then, it's been pretty bad. It has not let up, essentially. So she said, yeah, that's another sign of labor, being close, because your body is cleaning out. And also that's why castor oil works sometimes as a starter for labor, because the contractions from your intestine kickstart the contractions from your uterus, and sometimes it's enough to get the uterus going, other times not. I'll just tell you, I have been having those uterine contractions after every time I go to the bathroom, but it has not stayed. We will see. This is like a really silly thing that Tyler and I both really want. We want her to make it to so we have a Monday night football game. We're season ticket members for the Tennessee Titans here in Tennessee, and we have a Monday night game this upcoming Monday, and today is Wednesday. We really want her to make it until that game. Like, we want to go to that game pretty bad. We've been looking forward to it. It's been a couple weeks since the Titans have been at home for a home game, and we've been looking forward to this. Also, I've always thought it'd be funny to go into labor at a Titans game, so we'll see. God's timing, her timing, whatever, is going to be fine. But, you know, it's kind of looking like she may not be as late as I thought she would, because up until even yesterday I was still like, no, I probably just took a little too much Mylanta the night before, or oh, like she was just sleeping, that's why she wasn't practice breathing, you know. But since it's continued and I haven't taken any more Mylanta, and I've had the worst acid reflux that I've had with my entire pregnancy, I am kind of thinking that this might actually be the real deal, where she's coming in the next week or two. And I'm 37 weeks today. So when I'm filming this, it's 37 weeks today. So this may be my last video before I'm holding a little baby. So that's exciting. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update on all that. Tyler's bag we still have to pack, but pretty much all he's gonna put in his is like comfy clothes. That's really all he needs. He's got his snacks too, so. Alright guys, I am gonna go ahead and peace out. I've got a lot to do today, but I will keep everyone updated on Instagram. So again, if you're not following me over there, Caring with Carrie, I will be putting out when I go into labor on Instagram. Like, I'm gonna try to film a reel where I'm like, if you're seeing this, I'm in labor. And then, like, you know, when I actually go into labor, like, put it up. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.